All right, here we go. Welcome to our first ever GOTG Q&A. We were really blown away by all the comments and questions we got.
Oh, it was insane.
This is going to be fun. We're going to do it in a little bit different format because we have roughly 75-ish comments.
Yeah, a lot of thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we're going to try getting to all of them, though, so we're going to kind of try flying through it. So it'll be a little different than the usual GOTG episode, but let's let it rip. The first question, and all these first ones we're going to go through, came through the YouTube community tab.
Every social media platform on its own.
Yeah. So, first question from Joaquin, longtime subscriber of the channel. If you guys could get a new game of a franchise, what game would that be?
One comes to mind immediately, and I think you might be in the same boat. Twisted Metal. We've talked about this so many times. You probably have a different one, but we're playing the one on the PS3 right now, and it's the last one in the franchise, and I freaking love it. It's such a badass franchise, and dude, if PS5 launched with Twisted Metal, oh yeah.
If that's 1A, 1B for me would have to be Dino Crisis, especially with what Capcom is doing with the Res series. I think a new Dino Crisis, a remake or a new one. We need 3 already, so I think Dino Crisis would be great.
That's a good answer.
Moving on, Jose Moda, rank the Mario Kart games.
Ooh.
So we'll stick to home consoles because we don't do much handheld gaming. Let's just maybe start with the best and work our way down.
So I think the best that come to my mind is Double Dash on the GameCube, Mario Kart 8. Super Nintendo?
I would go with the Wii one. I think I would put the Wii one ahead of Double Dash myself. I like Double Dash.
Double Dash is cool because it's you can do 2 people per cart.
The multiplayer cup thing though makes me mad because it lets you choose your own race
that is
in between.
There's no cup option.
But I think honestly, I think 8 is probably the best one personally.
I think overall 8 and anyone can play it. I feel like it's an even playing field. Man, that's tough.
The Wii one is damn good. And then I would feather in behind that 64 and then Super Nintendo. So
our order is the way they came out.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
Yep. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, they're great games.
I love Mario Kart.
For sure. Richard Mincy asks, what do you guys do for a living? And do you ever get burned out on video game collecting? We were really surprised how many people wondered what we do for a living. So do you want to start?
Yes. So I am a carpenter. That's the lamest terms. I'm actually a CNC operator, but I tell people I'm a carpenter because I build things.
All right. I actually, believe it or not, despite all the crazy shit I say on the channel, I'm a human resource manager for a very large commercial lawn and landscape company.
I see him every day, and I still don't believe it.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty wild. And do we ever get burnt out on video game collecting? I don't.
I mean, I feel like there are definitely lulls, but there's so many different avenues you can go to, and you find and discover new things. I feel like it's always rewarding because, like, the TurboGrafx 16, the Master System, those are both new to us, and we're, like, into that kind of stuff, and then you find new games for the PS2. Mm-hmm. It's just so cool, and I feel like it's never going to end.
Well, and I kind of feel like our geographic location kind of helps with this too because there's a good chunk of the year, 3, 4, 5 months where we can't get out and hunt really because it's too cold.
So then we just want to get outside.
Most of the funding for this gaming hobby comes from flipping things.
Yes.
For the most part. We try not putting a ton of our own money into it.
I mean, besides the beer.
Yeah. Diego Casti says, where are you guys from? We are from Des Moines, Iowa. Evo8 Tim, how did you guys meet and get into collecting?
The internet. I think that's the true story, honestly.
Yeah.
I was scrolling through Facebook and saw an ad for a band that needed a bass player. Oh, wait. This isn't a band. Oh, yeah. We met through music.
Yep.
We're in a band together, and then we started the channel.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
And there's some questions that'll get more down that rabbit hole. Got into collecting, I don't know, just kind of through happenstance, I think. I hung on to a lot of stuff growing up as a kid, and then, like, even in college, I was, like, still liking to play that stuff. The retro stuff, and so then it just kind of snowballed, and here we are.
I feel like I'm a hoarder too, so I keep a lot of things. So I've been a collector of everything.
Let's see. Next one's from Joe Wallace. Did you guys collect all the games in the game room together? Also, why won't Robert shotgun a damn hams?
Let's talk about that first one first.
Okay. So the games in the room. It's kind of a hodgepodge.
Yes.
I would say kind of more the retro stuff is more mine. As we kind of get closer to the PS2 stuff, Wii, PS3 stuff, a lot of that starts becoming Robert's, and a lot of the stuff we found together at garage sales, game conventions. So
it's just it's just stuff that we get together or are separate and we bring it to the room. It's kind of shocking because I don't have many games at home.
Yeah.
Like I bring everything here because
you've got like all the mini consoles hacked and like your PS4 and all that stuff. So you have access to most.
I have like 4 games for my PS4 at home.
Yeah. So, and then why won't you shotgun a hams?
Joe, you're a bad influence.
Here we go.
This is a tall boy and it's cold. Oh God.
Here we go. Don't spill it on the rug. Oh, my God. Huh. I've never done that.
Woo!
All right.
My insides are cold.
Eric Sanchez asked, how much would you estimate the value of your game room and memorabilia collection is? That's a really good question, Eric. I guess I've never really even thought of it. I don't even know the total number of games that we have.
We don't have anything cataloged.
Yeah, maybe with all the systems and like TVs, electronics, maybe $5,000.
I might say more than that because there's so many
like box.
There's so many boxed consoles, like the gun cons. We have complete. There's so many complete and boxed things. There's stuff in the closet. We got an arcade one up. We got so many consoles. I really don't know the value of things.
Yeah, I wish we
knew lot of stuff.
more off the top of our head. Which that's how we're trying to do this. We didn't want to research for these questions because we didn't feel it'd be organic if we did that. Dalton Luther asks, "What is your favorite Tony Hawk game and favorite Tony Hawk soundtrack?" That's kind of your bag.
Yep.
I'll chime in, but I think you should take
soundtrack. I'm gonna have to go with all of them. I don't really know what game is what. I kind of just like to shuffle all the soundtracks together. I have a Tony Hawk 1 through 4 playlist on Spotify, and hands down, my favorite is the third one in the series. I know there's like Underground and like the other ones in the series, but I've only really played 1 through 4, so 3 is my favorite.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've only played 1 through 4. I've played the first one the most, but ever since we started the channel, you got me into 3 and 4, and I do think it's a toss-up between those two for the best in the franchise.
I think, 1 and 2 are great, but I think 3 and 4 is when
they perfected it.
Yeah, they perfected it. It's polished.
Mr. Nefarious West, amazing YouTube channel, by the way. If you guys haven't checked him out, please do. What is the heaviest and most extreme band that you listen to? And that was directed towards for each of us to answer. Nefarious West is a music guy. I actually recently commented on one of his videos saying I'd love to talk music with him someday.
I feel like that'd be cool.
He gets it, man. He's a deep dude, and I would love to dive in. We're probably going to disappoint you here. At least I will, Nefarious West. I don't listen to anything too terribly heavy. I'd say probably... I mean, I like cranking some White Zombie. I do like... some Korn, like early day Korn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Static X, I do listen to a little bit of that. Megadeth, I do like a little bit of Megadeth. Probably the band though that I go back to the most, it's the heaviest, at least for what I listen to, because I'm more of a alt guy, 90s alt stuff. Would be White Zombie.
That's a good answer. I think I'm gonna have to go with Black Peaks. They're not like super heavy, but they have like really melodic, and then it goes into heavy parts. And their album Statues is really good. Highly recommend that album.
That's new to me. I'm gonna have to check them out.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Solid Nate, what is the link where I can buy the exact tool that you use to keep your beard so clean? I'm gonna guess this one's directed at you.
I don't know. Your beard's looking better than mine these days. I haven't been in a barber in a long time. I'm starting to look like Tom Hanks from
Do you have
Castaway.
a regiment?
Well done!
I don't know. Go to the barber, which you can't go to right now.
Which we usually go like every 3 weeks.
Yeah,
usually,
so that's what keeps it in line.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just ignore it. I just ignore it.
Waves and Games says, have you ever got a game that you thought was for a good price and then found out later it was not a good deal?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't have an exact instance of that, but I do remember a couple different times where we thought we were getting such a good deal, and this probably happened to a lot of people that game hunt,
I know what you're about.
where we didn't pop the game cases open and double check. It's a rookie mistake, but sometimes you feel like you're robbing a bank.
Yeah, you're in the moment.
Yeah.
I think we're thinking of the same thing when we got that PS2 off for like $10 with a bunch of games with the PS2. Great deal. And we were like, oh yeah.
It was still a good deal.
Yeah,
but it wasn't as good as we thought.
We got home and there was, I think one of the cases was empty. There was a different game in one of the cases. And some of them were scratched, and we were like, but we still got a PS2 and some controllers with, so.
Yeah, so Telesplash Gaming asks, what game do each of you hate that everyone else typically loves? Hate's a strong word.
Hate.
There's not too many games that I hate, but one that it's an unpopular opinion, is, for me anyways, and I'll let you speak for yourself, but Mario 64. I'm sorry, we do have some videos coming out on that, so we won't go too much further, but I really just don't think it's that good of a game.
I don't really hate a lot of things. I try to find enjoyment in a lot of things.
Yeah, I still enjoy the game.
Yeah, so I still love Mario 64, and it's still fun, but right now it's the top of my list because it makes me just want to freaking scream.
Morgan Just Games says, what is the most proud box in your collection? Also, if you could choose beer or games and not both, which would you pick?
I'm
guessing she's talking about, or he, I guess I would assume Morgan, because I have a cousin named Morgan. I'm assuming it's a female. Might not be. The box consoles is what I would assume she's asking. Making it quick, this challenge set right here.
Yeah, I think that's really meant
I also have an action set that you can't see in the frame here. Both of them are really, really tight. I would say those two, those NES. This one in particular, though, was not this exact one, but my brother and I got that. It was our second NES because our first one burnt up, and every time I see that, I can remember that Christmas morning like vividly. So that one means a lot to me.
I think I'm gonna have to go with that one too. I don't have much nostalgia for it, but dude, it's such a minty, and it's a recent addition to the game room. So. I like it a lot.
There you go. Eric 1114 asks us, what is your all-time favorite con that you guys have gone to and why? How does it compare to other cons you've been to? Eric, you're kind of putting us on the spot here, bro.
Man, okay,
they're all fun.
Every con is awesome. We love Mo Game Con because that was the first con we ever went to. Yep. We're always going to go to it except for this year because we can't go to any cons.
So it's kind of like your first kiss, right?
Yeah. So we'll never forget her. And then Midwest Gaming Classic is awesome because we met so many YouTubers for the first time.
That's the one I'm going to go with because that one, I guess, we met and hung out with some of our best friends at every single con. You know, we hung out with Do You Nerd at Mo Game Con. PRGE, we got to hang out with Chris from Telesplash
Nerd Lair,
which was just amazing.
Dude, and I've never been to that side of the country, so I think Purge is at the top of my list, to be honest. Okay.
Midwest for me is just like, we got so many channel intros from people that we really, really like. Like $1 Million Man. We got to meet him. That was just mind-blowing. We got to cast so much of a wider net. That was also the first time that I kind of consciously remember thinking like, dude, we might be able to do something with our channel.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of felt like we were getting traction at that point. And yeah, anyways, so that's kind of that.
I mean, they're all my favorite kids.
Yeah.
You know, but I think Purge is at the top of my list probably because it's the most recent, and it was so much fun. And
it was really cool.
We got to freaking hang out with the Metal Jesus crew, so like that was pretty cool. And
that was epic.
And Telesplash and Nerd Lair and BK and oh man, there's so many funny things that happened.
Loco Insomnia, what was the first game that made you really love gaming? You know, there's probably another question that asks something similar to like what was the first game we played coming, I believe, but Super Mario Brothers is the first game I can ever remember playing, and I think it just paved the way. I was enamored by it. I think I was 3.5 or 4 years old when I first played that game, and it's been all downhill ever since. I've never been able to stop playing. I've been obsessed with video games from the first taste.
I'm trying to think, like, because my mom had an NES and she had the Mario Duck Hunt cartridge, and I remember putting that in all the time, and I remember doing 2-player by myself so I could play as Mario and Luigi.
Good strategy.
By myself. So maybe that, and then doing Duck Hunt. I wasn't very good at it, but I think that's the first real gaming experience I have, and I just remembered the coax cable, having to plug that in every time because it wasn't ever hooked up, and so maybe that.
Super Mario Bros. For both of us.
Yeah, that's weird.
Freaking one and the same. Two different generations, too. So.
And that's nuts.
So that's important to note. I'm approaching 34. You're 25. We got a long gap in there. We made a fatal error. We forgot the second half of Morgan Just Games question. She said, if you could choose beer or games and not both, what would you pick?
I think we were talking about this one earlier. I think you have the perfect answer.
Games, for sure.
Yes.
Beer is like, we enjoy it. It's just kind of something we do while we're playing games, but we've played plenty of games and not had any beer.
And also, there's other things. Whiskey
and wine.
And wine. Don't forget about Gatorade.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and water.
I haven't had Gatorade forever.
Yeah, I definitely video games for sure. Neo Turbo Maniac, this guy's been following the channel for a long time. He's got a great channel himself. Do you guys watch AEW? And what is your favorite defunct wrestling promotion?
We do watch AEW, but
not as much as we should.
Yeah, we're behind.
Yeah.
We've seen highlights here and there. It's just, I want to.
Yeah,
it's hard.
We keep our finger on the pulse of the business in general for both WWE and AEW. We're always kind of like, oh, did you see this highlight type of thing? We don't have cable currently because we work on the channel so much.
So often.
We don't really have time to dial in and watch that type of stuff, but we are keeping our finger on the pulse, and we do love what they're doing. Favorite defunct wrestling promotion for me is a freaking landslide, and it's ECW. ECW. I loved ECW. Raven is one of my favorite. I put him in my top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time. I loved the hardcore stuff. I loved what Mick Foley did in that.
Yes,
I loved what
Sabu
did in that promotion. It was ran like a freaking county fair. Horribly ran promotion, but some of the guys and the shit that happened in that small pocket was so good.
I don't think I have an answer for this one. I got into wrestling a year and a half ago.
Yep.
I didn't watch it growing up. So
you're going back and doing
I'm going back and learning all this stuff. And it's crazy because all the people that we talked to about wrestling have been fans their entire life. So sometimes people say things and I'm like, what?
Your what hurts?
Yeah, because I haven't seen everything.
Yeah, Robert's basically at the point, I would say, from the WWF, he's seen almost everything from about the early to mid 80s through about 97.
Yes. Yes.
And you're pretty well versed in that realm.
There's so much.
But you haven't went down the WCW rabbit hole.
No, not yet, but I will.
We could go on forever about wrestling, but moving on, we got what made you want to become YouTubers and what YouTubers inspire you?
Ooh. I don't think we wanted really to become YouTubers. I just think we wanted to make videos.
Yeah.
Is that an answer?
Yeah, because I mean, you've got a passion for making movies and because of your prior film work and that. I remember distinctly that night, and we might get into this later, but when we played House of the Dead Overkill, it was the first time you and I had ever played a game together, I think, unless maybe we did it the up-down, like arcade.
Yeah, but, we were drinking.
Yeah, sit down together and beat a game, and I remember thinking, like, this is cool. Yeah. Like, I want to show people this.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, the banter back and forth, there was just something there that I was like, very cool. As far as who inspires us, that changes.
A lot of people.
Yeah, that changes, I would say. I would say some leaders that we really, really look up to right now that I just think are good people that have good, wholesome content and they're honest in everything they do. I look at Pixel Game Squad.
That's top of my list.
Megadan29, J-Love. In the gaming realm, those people really stand out to me. The first channels I ever watched that I remember being like, man, that would be cool to do someday. Like Metal Jesus. Angry Video Game Nerd. Yeah.
Kenzilla, I think it helped inspire the beer portion of it.
Yep, for sure.
I mean, I feel like that's a cliche answer, but it's like...
But you gotta start somewhere, right?
Those are the top dogs, and that's usually what people watch before they even start,
And I will say that all those folks that we just mentioned, with the exception of J-Love, because we haven't had the pleasure of meeting her, but we video chat with her quite a bit. Every time I've met those folks, we haven't met Pixel, but again, we've had a lot of time with them, like over video.
And we will.
Right? They've been cooler than I thought they were.
Yeah, they were who they are on the channel, but
more.
But they're a person,
It wasn't like, how they say never meet like your heroes, right? And it was never like that with those folks. I was like, more like, holy shit, these guys they're just like us.
Which
they're
is
just
awesome.
A bunch of freaking idiots.
Yes.
And young kids in adult bodies, that's all they are. Woo. And it was really cool. So that's kind of a loaded question. Maybe you can sift through all that.
Yeah, and it's tough, because I go through moods where I'm like, oh, did you see this video, this topic idea?
Yeah.
And I really love watching YouTube videos for the editing, because I do most of the editing, and it's so cool. That's why I love Pixel so much.
Yeah.
Because I learned so much from the editing aspect, and their editing is phenomenal.
Yeah, when you
production-wise,
put your student hat on when you watch a Pixel Game Squad episode. You can learn something almost in every cut that happens. You can learn something. Greg Mason says, favorite game for each genre of games, favorite remake of original game or franchise. So let's just go through the basic genres because that's kind of loaded. RPG, I will go with Chrono Trigger.
RPG, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay. Let's go with first person shooter.
Ooh, 007 Nightfire.
007 GoldenEye.
Nice.
Wrestling game.
Ooh, WWE All-Stars.
I'm gonna go with No Mercy. Racing game.
Ooh, Hydro Thunder Hurricane.
Ditto. Hydro Thunder Hurricane for me as well. 2D platformer.
Ooh. You go first.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Ooh, Mega Man 11.
That's a pretty good call. Running gun.
Running gun. Contra 3: The Alien Wars.
I'm gonna go with Contra 3 as well, just because it's fresh right now.
Yeah, and it's hot.
Did we miss a genre? I'm kind of losing track of where we are.
Racing game.
Puzzle game.
Puzzle game, Portal 2.
I'm going to go with Portal 2 as well, with a close second being Tetris. Beat 'em ups.
Beat 'em ups. Ooh, that's tough. What are you going with?
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time. That's up there. Streets of Rage.
One stick shooter.
Next Machina.
Same. Next Machina. Favorite shooter of all time is Gradius or R-Type Final.
Yeah, Gradius is up there for me.
Okay. Favorite remake of an original game or franchise? Man, I'm going to be forgetting a lot here. Probably Rez 2 right now.
I think Rez 2 is on my list just because I think it set the bar.
Yeah.
And it was so impactful. And let's not talk about Rez 3 right now.
Yeah, the Spyro ones were really cool though too.
Yes.
Okay, some guy's a new subscriber and he has been leaving some very intriguing comments lately. So,
yes, so thank you.
Welcome to the channel, man. How do you feel about modern gaming and the direction it's heading? That's
kind of funny because we just put out a video about ranting about modern gaming.
We did. It's heading in what we feel like is a bad direction for the consumer. They're building a model where you are not going to be owning games. You're going to be buying games multiple times. You'll download them, then it'll be retro on the next console, so you'll have to download it again, yada, yada, yada.
And also, subscription-based stuff is coming.
So the direction it's heading, I would say, doesn't seem good. However, we still play a lot of modern stuff. So I think a lot of people maybe think, oh, you guys just play retro games this week. No, we have a Switch. We both have a PS4. We're both playing Call of Duty Warfare all the time right now. Warzone.
He doesn't even know what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah. Samantha B. What's your favorite childhood memory that is related to video games?
Childhood memory. Ooh, I got one. I don't remember the exact game, but it was a baseball game, and I was playing as the Orioles, and I was playing the game while I was playing Little League Baseball, and I was the Orioles. So I'd get done with being a game where I was on the bench the entire time, and come back and play the game on my PlayStation 2, and I was the best player. Dude, I played a game so much, it's scratched. Nice. And I was so pissed when it stopped working. I wish I could remember what game it was, but it was on the PS2. It was a baseball game. It was so much fun.
For me, I got it boiled down to two. It's kind of cheating, but I really enjoyed playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out with my dad. And my brother didn't really play it. He was a little too young at the time, but he was always there when we were doing it. I have really good memories of the three of us doing that. I also have really good memories of playing N64 with my brother and our two neighbor friends that also had an N64. We played a ton of 4-player. The wrestling games, GoldenEye, Diddy Kong Racing.
Nice.
Those were some amazing memories. Zanny Chelly, what kind of TV and connectors do you guys use to play your PlayStation 2 console?
Ooh. Good question.
So here in the game room, we have a Sony Triatron right in front of us. That is the TV. We have a PS2 with component going to a component switch box.
Component PS2 looks great.
Yeah, I think it's ideal. We get a great picture out of it. We get great screen cap out of it. So yeah, component cables, PS2, Sony Triatron, boom!
And it's money.
Mwah! VGM mashup. Can you guys guess each other's least favorite game? Huh.
Yeah, Mario 64.
I mean, I don't really know. Robert, the only time I've really heard you really rage was on Mario 64. Yeah, but I know you like the game. That's a tough one.
I mean, I said earlier, I don't really have a least favorite. Yeah. I mean, there's obviously a ton of games I've never played.
Tim asks, what is your favorite style of beer? That's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's really easy. Stouts.
Hefeweizens.
No, I'm just kidding. IPAs. Especially, I've been really getting into double dry hopped IPAs recently. So smooth.
Hefeweizens for me, stouts are a very close number 2. Benjamin Loma says, where can I buy that SNES? I don't know which one you're talking about, but if you're talking about the white one with the controllers, I can't remember because I saw your comment and I tried finding that again and I couldn't.
He buys a lot of shirts.
Yeah, I've got an addiction. Ian Saunders, what are your absolute number one favorite light gun games? Love the content, guys. Keep it up. Thank you, Ian. We really appreciate it. The series for sure for us has got to be House of the Dead.
Yeah, it's where the channel started. Overkill is hands down one of my favorite in the series, but we've played them all. We love them all. Actually, 4's up there too. I really like House of the Dead 4. It's so hard because there's so many great light gun games.
Yeah.
And the Wii has so many. But Overkill and House of the Dead is such an important piece of my heart, you know?
Overkill's really close for me. House of the Dead 2, though, supersedes that for one reason. It was one of the first games when I built this game room that way. So this stuff back here, a lot of this has happened since the channel, but when I built how everything was set up and connected, I wanted to make sure that the bottom CRT Zenith console TV was good for light gun games.
Yes.
So I popped in House of the Dead 2 on the Dreamcast, which I had just recently acquired at a thrift store, blah, 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 and I beat the game the first sitting.
Wow.
Sitting. I don't know what word to use there. It was amazing. It reacted very, very well, and I was like, holy shit. And that led me to buying all the other House of the Dead games, which included Overkill, which shortly thereafter you came over, and here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to be playing Overkill shortly. So
Justin Harris. What is your guys' favorite consoles and why? For me, it's the Super Nintendo.
Ooh, favorite console? Probably the PS2.
It's up there for sure.
I still have my original. It's still hooked up at my place, and I just freaking love it, you know?
Yeah. Rachel V. Rachel, is that you? I used to work with the Rachel V.
Where is she? Where's Rachel?
I think I know. I don't want to say your last name because I don't know if you want me to, but I think I used to work with you at a grocery store.
And if not,
pretty sure I did. Hope you're doing well. How do you guys pick your beers that you taste or review in each episode?
Good question.
We try finding unique stuff. Some of the stuff is sent to us. We got a lot of friends that hook us up that are also beer fans.
Yeah, we're not going to say how they sent it to us. But.
Yeah. We just try finding unique stuff that we think like people might want to hear, and we want to try.
And it's so crazy because I was at the beer aisle today, and I was there for 10 minutes looking at everything, being like, and I kept going back and forth like, And I mean, sometimes we just accidentally find a really good beer and we drink it and we're like, we have to do this on the channel.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't get a ton of bad beer reviews from us because, I mean, you'll get some.
Yeah, sometimes we don't ever try a beer because say we only have one of them.
Yeah.
And so that's our first honest response. But a lot of them we like to try beforehand.
Some of we try and it's dog shit. It's like, well, we're not going to
we're not going to do an
episode because, I don't know, we don't like really bagging on small breweries because, you know, they need all the help.
And they're dry, yeah.
Brian Vegas, he's cutting deep here. Do you guys smoke weed?
Wow. Hashtag deep cut.
Yeah. I personally do not. It's never been my thing, but to each their own. If you can keep your life together, still keep yourself healthy, go to work every day, and be a productive citizen, do whatever you want, man.
Yeah, I don't care. And it's illegal in the States, so I'm just going to say that.
Good call. The Nerd Layer, music, video games, or beer. If you had to choose one that would be deleted from existence.
Ooh,
so we don't have to choose one. I'd pick beer, hands down, right?
Deleted from existence? Yeah, probably beer, even though I love it. But music's my freaking life, dude.
Yeah.
And video games, too.
It would be very, very tough between music and video games. There is some music in video games, so we might have a workaround there.
Yeah, Tony Hawk soundtrack.
See? So maybe. I don't know. Pixel Game Squad asks, why Small Peepees? Come on, man.
I'm going to blame the whiskey on
Just
that.
got out of the shower, dude. How did you know
It's winter time, okay? It's cold out.
How did you know I was in the shower? Riff, do you have cameras in my house? Huh? Come on. Fess up. Moving on. Mike Rout, longtime friend. I've known Mike for a long time. Favorite wrestler of all time?
Ooh, Jake the Snake.
Bret the Hitman Hart. Jordan Butler, what video game has made you guys want to rage quit the most?
Well, we've already kind of mentioned this already. Mario 64.
Yeah, we were pretty teed up and really aggressive, I felt like, when we were playing Mega Man 11 as well.
I don't remember ever wanting to rage quit, do you?
No, but I remember getting pissed.
Well, that's true. Yeah, and one thing to go back to Mega Man 11, we beat it 1.5 times because it doesn't automatically save.
Yeah.
So that made me almost snap.
Funny. That was funny. Tech King Online, favorite childhood cartoons?
One that comes to my mind is Inspector Gadget. You remember that cartoon? I used to watch it every Sunday after church. It was at my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
Dude, that cartoon, I want to find that.
That's tough. Probably the one that impacted me the most was Beavis and Butthead, and I shouldn't have been watching it as a kid.
May I ask for your daughter's hand? Whoa. Did he just, like, ask for her hand? Yeah, I think he wants her to, like, spank his monkey.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, that's why I'm so fucking messed up. Yeah, I loved the Batman animated series. I loved Ninja Turtles. I loved Doug. Doug was awesome.
Ooh, Cat Dog. You remember Cat Dog?
Do I remember Cat Dog? One fine day with a wolf and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue bug, no three-eyed frog, it's a feline canine little cat dog.
Okay, sorry I brought it up.
Okay, now we're moving over to questions that came in on Facebook. This video is already getting long, but we said we would hit them all, so that's what we're gonna do. Daniel Tilley, what gives you the motivation to keep going, and do you live together? First off, no, we do not live together.
Everyone asks that.
We spend a lot of time together, but we do not live together.
I basically live here. But
about 10 minutes away. What motivates you to keep going?
I think just our passion.
Yeah.
And I think we're both people that just want to get shit done.
Yeah.
So we're not like, well, yeah, we'll get to it. No, we're like...
Yeah, I will say, like, I never have worked with someone that is, like, as driven as Robert is, so it was, like, a really good shot in the arm for me, because it's almost like, man, I thought I could bust ass, you know, and work hard, and Robert's, like, that next level.
Well, what's cool about it, there's two of us, too, because sometimes one of us is maybe in a lull, and, you know, we push each other,
yeah.
So it helps, that helps, too.
And I also think we're not motivated by the things, like, some people might be like, oh, man, I'm not getting a lot of views or a lot of subs or whatever. We're motivated by, is it good? And we were well aware that our first 50 to 100 episodes, we were trying to figure it out. We've never done anything like this, so we were well aware, like, man, these videos suck.
But they're still available to view.
And we're still working on the craft, and I think we're committed to making a good product. And
we're always trying to improve.
That motivates us,
yes,
I guess, if you will. Favorite colors? I'm gonna go with Super Nintendo purple, which has also got purple. Oh.
I don't have a specific tone of this, but purple.
Okay.
Purple's dope. John
Schlachter, who is Undertaker and Kane's real father. Come on, dude. You ain't gonna slip that by us. Paul Bearer. Daniel Thompson, a.k.a. Mia Hurricanes.
What's up, Mia?
How many name ideas did you guys go through before you decided on gaming off the grid?
This is funny. I think I actually still have the paperwork. Remember earlier when I said I was a hoarder? Yeah, I keep everything. I still have the original paperwork from our first couple meetings before we started the channel, where we were coming up with name ideas, video ideas. Dude, I remember before we came up with Gaming Off the Grid, I think we were talking about Couch Co-op Revival, which I think still is a great name. Couch Co-op Revival, that's a sweet channel name. So, I mean, those are the two that come to my mind. There probably was a ton more.
There was a few more. I remember when we got to Gaming Off the Grid, we were like, hey, you know what? The acronym GOTG sounds cool.
Yes.
It kind of flows off the
Gaming
tongue.
Off the Grid.
And we wanted to really focus the channel primarily on offline couch co-op, retro-ish stuff, and bring modern stuff in that you could play that way. Yeah. So, there wasn't as many as you would think. I would say less than 5, more than 3.
So 4.
Yeah. John West. He's a pro wrestler, folks.
Which
John
is
West,
awesome.
good friend of mine. What do you consider the biggest obstacle when starting a gaming channel?
Yourself.
Yeah.
You just have to do it.
Yep.
Like, I know people are like scared, they're like nervous, they want to make it perfect. What do you always say, like paralysis by analysis? Yes.
Yep.
That is, you just gotta freaking pull the pin and do it.
Yeah.
And if your first video sucks, who cares?
Yeah.
It's going to suck.
I think the biggest hurdle too is being real with yourself. So I would say you and I take a lot of pride in what we do, and we're both got some type A in us. So we behind the scenes, we've got some moments where we'll get on an edit or something. And it's like, no, dude, it's got to be like, and you're like, no, dude, it's got to be like this. But when you make some videos and you got that pride up there, and you can analyze that video and be like, dude, that sucks.
Yeah, take a step back and be like, we gotta
need to do this.
We gotta redo it.
We need to start working on this and think about this. Big picture, it's a loaded market. If you're wanting to do it and like make it, fasten your bootstraps, because
you have to just put your head down and not give up.
Like, we are so far away from ever even being able to consider ourselves like, oh, we're a big channel. We're literally meaningless in the big gaming scheme. So I think a lot of it is it's just understanding that
and have fun.
Yeah.
If you're not having fun, then why are you doing it? You know.
I mean, we are probably one of the like busiest channels that I know of. And we've been doing it almost 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And we don't even have 3,000 subscribers.
And
so you got to be willing to grind, and you might not get a lot for it.
Yeah, you got to not look at the details.
Yep.
The analytics.
Yep. Dan Brosman, if you guys could switch bodies for a day and be the other person, what would you do in that day?
Dude. No, I don't know. Beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out? I've never been able to do it.
I would go to an Asian massage parlor if I was Robert. And I would walk in there and I'd go, hello, ladies. Moving on.
Yeah.
Stavros Pilates.
Oh, that is...
Chronic Spartan. If you had to give up one, what would you choose, Hazer and GOTG?
That is so tough. Okay, so
like
if you don't know, Hazer's that's the band we're in.
Yeah, dude, that's like asking like which kid would you keep. This project here, at least for me, is the newborn.
Yes.
It's the new kid. Man, I got that other kid that's in high school, and I love that kid too.
And he's about to graduate. You know? And it's tough because we love music. We love video games.
Yeah, I can't pick, dude.
No,
I really
don't.
can't.
I think take me first before you take the other two away.
Both are like an appendage. Like, I literally I've sold my life and my soul to
and
both.
What I love about both of them too is they're both creative. But they're different types of creative. They use different parts of your brain, so it helps. I think it helps me with not getting burnt out because there's different things.
Yeah. So we're busy as heck. So anyway, AM Godfrey 86, our good friend Godfrey. What is the most difficult thing you run into in putting videos together?
It's pretty easy.
We're pretty creative, so like we don't really run into walls. I would say time.
Yeah, time
is just...
We run out of time very easily.
Yeah, because you got to juggle. We love playing video games. That's what the channel's about. But we also got to produce content.
Yes.
It's tough. I would say that's the most difficult thing.
But I feel like we're getting better at time management.
We're very good at it. We've got a very good schedule and all that, but it still is always in the back of our minds. Like, even when we're playing a game in the garage, like on a night, it's like, dude, we probably need to shut it down. It's almost 10. We got to get up at 8 tomorrow and start editing type of thing. Another question for Andrew Godfrey. What are the 3 best memories you have from the past few years? I'm going to guess he's asking about
the channel.
GOTG
Yeah,
memories.
that's what I'm thinking. One that comes to my mind, and I'm just going to lump them all together, conventions. Hands down, that's... Because we get to meet people, hang out with people, have fun, see new places, buy games. That's up there.
The most surreal thing is when we got flown out to Seattle by Konami for the Contra Rogue Core launch.
You know why I didn't bring that up first? Because I still don't believe it was real.
Yeah.
It's still like, what?
Yeah, I still don't understand why they did that, why they picked us. It's still one of those things I look at and I'm like, man, that
happened?
That happened, and I'm like, that's probably the only time that's ever going to happen for us, and that was really cool, and that was another moment, like...
It was insane.
We, at that point, we were still pretty small, and we were putting in a ton of freaking work, and it kind of felt like, for some rereason,
they were rewarding us.
Something was like, man, we need to throw these dudes a bone. You know, they've been working their nuts off, and yeah, I remember that whole trip wanting to make the most of every moment.
Every second.
Because I really had in the back of my mind, like, dude, this might be the only time we get to do this. And that was really important.
It was so cool. And I know a lot of people kind of hate on the game, but that game has a special place in my heart because of that, you know?
I would say the thing we did with Children's Cancer Connection.
Ooh, that's a good one, yeah.
I remember that very first one, just feeling like we were doing something, like, really, really good. And it's weird because we did it in the name of your brother.
Yeah.
But I was like proud to be able to be a part of that for you. You know what I mean? So that was really cool, helping out Children's Cancer Connection.
And going with that, you know,
the retro to recovery
raising
stuff.
money. We almost like $600. We donated.
Yep. The LAN parties.
The LAN parties are awesome, dude. There's so many cool things. Looking back, it's like, wow,
it's been a fun ride.
Wow, like those tears away.
This train's just getting rolling.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Luke Grimbley. Occasionally, you mentioned that you both play your own games at your homes. How many hours a week do you play games in the game room or together? Man, I don't know. Probably less than you think, but maybe more than you think. We actually play a ton of games down in my garage.
Yes.
Because especially when it's nice out, we can sit outside, have a cigar, just relax. It's kind of how we wind down a lot of times.
Or start it.
Yeah, because we'll have a cup of coffee and play out there. But I'd say 10 hours a week gaming.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Maybe something like that. The same gentleman, Luke, asked, why does Robert paint his nails?
What are you talking about? I just painted this fresh for you because I knew you asked it. I don't know. I just like being different. I had a phase where I like to dye my hair a bunch of different colors just because I wanted to. You know, it's just something that I was like, let's just do it. You know what I mean? I don't really have a reason. I just am like, and I only do one hand for
He just likes being a freak. Free cola. Free cola. Where is it, dude? Daniel Thompson, Mia Hurricanes again. He says, if you could complete one console collection, he's like, I know you don't do that, but what would it be? We'd probably go for the low-hanging fruit. Wii U?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we mentioned that before.
We have a really nice collection.
Wii U would be awesome just because it's a smaller collection. But one that's coming to my mind, I know we need a ton of space for it, is the PS2.
Yeah.
But it would be overwhelming.
It would.
It'd be the entire game.
Yeah, it would for sure. But we love the PS2. Echo Bizzle, do you guys think Square will do any more remakes like Final Fantasy VII? If so, what would you want to see them do? Personally, he would like to see Final Fantasy X Red Zone, or maybe it's X, I don't know, done in the Final Fantasy VII style. I would really love to see them do a Parasite Eve remake.
I think I might have to agree with you on that one. And also, to be honest, I've never played Final Fantasy, so...
Maverick NR, what was the first game you remember playing together? And then is there a game that you strongly disagree on?
House of the Overkill.
Yep.
For both. No, I'm just kidding.
We disagree on a game.
What do you mean? Like, you like it and I hate it?
Yeah, or vice versa.
I don't think so. We both have very similar tastes, you know?
Yeah. Garage Gamer, any plans for more Arcade 1-Ups besides NBA Jam? What is your favorite variety of hops? Arcade 1-Up, we definitely want the NBA Jam one. We're going to wait for a price drop. I'm not paying $400 for that one. The PS5's right around the corner. But we will have that one. And we'll see. We'll see what else comes out. I'd love to get a cabinet that was a shooter, like an R-type cabinet or something. Favorite type of hops? Citra hops. Love Citra hops. I love IPAs that got that fruity component.
Dude, he knows more about IPAs than I do. I don't even know. I know there's different types of hops, but like, I'm a casual drinker. You know, I read the hops and I'm like, oh, cool.
What was your first experience with video games? What game didn't you expect to enjoy? We both said Super Mario Bros. A game that we didn't expect to enjoy. I can't think of one because...
I mean, we usually...
try buying games that we think we like.
One that comes to my mind is Mega Man 11. Because I never really got into the Mega Man series. I never really played a Mega Man. I was like, I don't really get this. Mega Man 11 blew. It was my game of the year for what, 2018?
Yeah.
It blew me away, and I still can't stop thinking about it. You know?
That's good. If you could go back and talk to yourselves prior to your first video, what would you tell yourselves?
Wake up.
I would say. Loosen up, bro. Dude, no one's gonna see this episode anyways.
It was so stiff. We were so like.
Yeah. Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Welcome to our debut episode.
In the moment, we thought we were doing a good thing, and we thought we were excited. We'd come off like we're dead.
I would just say, chin up, kid. Keep grinding. You got a lot of work to do. It's gonna be a long frickin' road to hoe. Moving on, great question, J-Chip. Planetary Ashes, is there any Australian beer you want to try? What's one beer you would like to have?
Oh, Australian
Man, the
beer.
Australian beer, I'm sorry, man, I don't know a lot about the beer over there.
I don't know
All I
either.
know is Foster's beer. Australian for beer. I don't even know if I got a good accent for that, but anyways, that's all I know. Smash JT asks, after the huge success you had with the band's live stream, does it make you reconsider the channel's direction at all? Or are you cemented in your current formula?
I would say, first answer, no. But we're always looking to spice things up and change our video format out. But
You know, I would say a good chunk of the success of that stream
was that we had never done it before.
Not only that, you got to put in perspective, there is 10 years of a following behind Hazer that came to that live stream.
Yeah.
That would have came and seen us at a live show. There was a pocket of folks that never come over to GOTG, so it wasn't like us changing something to Gaming Off the Grid
And
brought those people in. It was the entity of Hazer.
Yeah, and it was a live, and it was kind of cool because it felt like a wedding. We were introducing the two families because people were getting together in the chat and talking to and it was really cool to see.
So it's weird because we already know that project can do that. This is a different project.
We're building this one,
we're building this one from the ground up. And again, that one took 10 plus years. It's still a thing, and we're still grinding at it. I don't know if that answers the question, but we're pretty set on the direction we're going. Formatting, we don't let anything set in cement.
Yeah, we've been changing some editing techniques recently. Like, there's always things we're trying to do.
Yeah. MC Murr, I love this dude. That shirt, though, he's talking about the Bionic Commando shirt. Do you know what that shirt's depicting? Oh, yeah, dude. It's it's an exploding human melon.
And it's nice.
Liquid muniscent. When it comes to balancing a load from the band and the gaming show, which takes priority? Which one is number one if you had to pick one and only one?
First off, there is no balance.
Yeah.
We don't really. When people say work-life balance, that's not a thing. I feel like if you want to be successful at anything that you're doing, you can't really have a balance. And I know that's hard to say, and it's hard for people to swallow.
Well, it makes you seem kind of like an elitist. I get it, but we're also like the dudes that read books like Relentless and read books like from Steve Jobs, and trying to make ourselves as dialed in.
And also, we don't have anything. We don't have a family or kids. We just do the channel and the band. I feel like they're both equal, but I feel like weekly we put more time into the channel.
We do,
just because every free night we have, we're here. You know.
Yep.
But that's because there's 4 guys in the band. There's only 2 of us. It's a lot easier to plan.
Yeah, for sure. Brent's Basement. You guys have many great videos. Which one are you most proud of?
Oh, yikes.
I will say I was blown away by that decade review of Games That Moved Us.
Yes, that's a good one.
I felt like I just was like so surprised that everyone we asked for the most part said yes. And I felt unity.
Yeah,
I love
everyone
feeling
was
unity
together.
and harmony. God, it felt good. You had Rock Solid Productions, you had Pixel Game Squad, you had Kinzilla, you had Captain
John Riggs.
John Riggs, you had J Love 81, you had, it was awesome.
Do You Nerd. There were
was in
so
there,
many other people. If we're fitting you, we're sorry, but
Telesplash was in it.
Yes.
Sean from the Nerd Lair was in it.
that collaboration was so awesome, and it was just so cool. It felt like a celebratory end of the decade, like we were actually together talking about games.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna go more production side, and I'm gonna say some of our most recent videos, like the 3 movies that should be video games. I was really proud of that one because of the editing techniques. Where it goes full screen and then it does like the 2 things.
Yeah.
I was like, that took me forever to figure out how to do it, and I was proud that I could figure it out.
That looks really
and
good.
And like the new glitch effect that we're doing, I'm
Yeah.
proud of that. Like, that's pretty cool. It's tough because we're proud. I feel like we're proud of every episode before we upload it.
Yeah.
We don't half-ass it ever. I feel like.
We don't. A lot of work goes into it. Teal SNK 418. Who's got the big retro collection and who's the better gamer out of you two? I think we already covered the collection. It's kind of a hodgepodge.
It's his room.
Yeah, I would say the more retro stuff tends to be mine. A lot of the mid, like PS2 and forward stuff, a lot of that is Robert's integrated in. Some of it's mine as well. And then a lot of it we've got together, like even some of the NES games and stuff. You've got a few up there. I think the Tetris is yours, the Dr. Mario is yours.
Yep.
So yeah, it's kind of a hodgepodge. Who's the better gamer out of you two? I'm going to say Robert.
I pointed at him.
Yeah.
I'm not very good.
You have really surprised me in the retro stuff. Like, you just No Death ran Contra 3 to Alien Wars. A lot of the retro stuff I've shown you, I'm like, there's no way he's going to catch on to this. And I am just blown away that he does. His mind really is puzzle-driven and puzzle-oriented.
Yeah.
Puzzle games. If you ever play Portal 2 with a friend, you're probably gonna be like, how the hell do you do this? And then
It's
you play
hard.
it with Robert, and it's like, oh, this is easy, right? He can figure all that stuff out. So I don't know. I think Robert's a better gamer. I just got more years under my belt.
Yeah, I think he's a better gamer because every genre he's freaking, and he puts a lot more time in than I do. That's for sure. He plays games on his free time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I do too, but like, I don't play like I play Tony Hawk. Like that's not a hard game.
Yeah.
You know, or Guitar Hero. You know.
Super Nintendo 64. What game do you guys find yourselves going back to, single player and multiplayer? For example, he beats San Andreas every year, and he likes to get together yearly with his friends and play multiplayer Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
I mean, recently I'm thinking Halo LAN parties.
Yeah.
We're bringing that back.
That was Halo 3, to be exact.
Halo 3, yes. So much fun. I mean, the Mario games, Gradius, a lot of the old stuff, like... Punch Out for you?
I beat Punch Out every week.
Yeah, he
for the
beats it
most
all
part.
the time.
Super Punch Out, here lately, I've been playing that game daily. That's how I start every morning or end every night, one of the two. So yeah, those I go back to a lot. A lot of that early day, I don't know where you draw that line, but for me, like Super Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers 3, even Mario 2 and Super Mario World, I kind of have this like chip on my shoulder that I never want to not be badass at those games.
Good at it.
I think Contra 3 is maybe in that conversation.
Yes. It's tough.
Yeah. So
I mean, we love so many games and we always go back to them.
yeah.
Oh man, Tony Hawk.
NBA Jam, we play the hell out of that.
Yeah, we do. The new ones, the old ones, arcade sports games just in general.
Yeah.
We play a lot of video games.
Yeah, for sure.
Drafty Josh, favorite movie based on a video game?
I really liked, it's kind of funny, but even as a kid, and then when I watch it now, I still kind of like it. I like the first Mortal Kombat movie.
No comment. Jorgogo, what was it like being able to interview someone from Konami?
Surreal.
So crazy, because we were able to interview, like, what was it, 3 people?
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Surreal.
That entire trip was surreal.
Yeah, it was that constant feeling of like, what are we doing here? And also, you better make the most of this. We were really focused. We were really dialed in that trip. We still had a good time. We wanted to make sure that no one like seen us and was like, why are they here? We wanted to be the most prepared. Yep. We had questions prepared. We
wore our suit jackets.
Yeah, I mean, we just tried to make sure that we made the most of every movement, every conversation, every handshake that we could in that moment.
And it was awesome. We got 2 questions from Chum Nasty. Why is the sky blue and what happened to Mrs. Healy?
Don't even know. No idea. I don't know who Mrs. Healy is.
But the sky blue is because of hams.
Yeah.
You know, because of the reflection
Land
of
the sky blue waters.
You
Yeah,
know?
there you go.
And then the second question from Chum Nasty is, when this is all over, can I come kick it? Absolutely. And also, isn't there a song where it's like, can I kick it?
I don't know.
Yes, I can.
But you're more than welcome, chum. Would love to have you.
Joe, he said, did you find that MK beer for me yet? Apparently there's Mortal Kombat beer, and there's like, they're Imperial Stouts. They look awesome. We have not.
Nope.
But
Negative. Sorry.
They look sweet. What's your favorite Game Boy model? And what's your favorite Game Gear game from Mr. Triggered?
Favorite Game Gear game? I don't have a lot of experience with the Game Gear, but I remember playing the Streets of Rage game on it. So I'll go with that. Favorite Game Boy model? I love the original. I know the screen sucks ass, but just the look of it. It's chunky. It's thick. It's just badass. It's a tank, and I rarely find one in the wild that doesn't still work.
Yes, that's the first Game Boy I had. I had all of them. I think my favorite Game Boy is the SP.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Where it's not the flip?
Oh no, that's the Advanced.
I'm thinking of the Advanced. I haven't seen an Advanced in forever. Where'd
I got one up there.
I know, but like in the wild.
Oh yeah.
And then favorite Game Gear game. Never played a Game Gear. Yeah. So moving on. Adam Peterman. I'm an Iowa farm boy. Where in Iowa are you located?
Des Moines.
Yes. Dads and lads, did you guys get together through the band first or through gaming first? Through the band.
Through the band.
And I think we kind of told that story earlier.
Yep.
Captain said, who is the sexier Mega Power, me or Megadan?
Ooh, depends on if we are looking at moose knuckle or butt.
Yeah.
So we plead the fifth.
And you got to decide who that is. And then the second part of that question is, what's a game most people don't like, but you guys do like? There's a lot of shitty in games that we love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good call. One recently that I think we took a lot of heat for, and I think people thought we were just mailing it in because of that Konami thing, but I really liked Contra Rogue Corps.
Yeah, I think it gets a bad rap because people don't give it a chance, Captain.
Yeah.
But dude, I think it's fun.
It is. It's definitely
fun.
It's probably not even in a top 5 to 8 discussion for Contra games in history, but the game's fun. Honestly, I did not want another traditional Contra game. I don't know that there's any more milk to derive from those udders. They've kind of done it, so I liked that game.
Yeah, I still like that. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
It's a fun game, Captain. You need to play it more. Do you nerd? This is for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Wes, which have you seen more of? Robert without his beard or Robert without his pants?
Without his beard, for sure. He always wears pants.
Yeah, I'm a
He
never...
wears jeans on hot summer days.
I'm a never nude.
Tobias was a never nude.
Dan, which of you can chug a beer faster? And make sure you prove it on a video. Just did, boys!
Oh my god.
That's from Dan and Baddest Dudes.
I have never chugged a beer in my life.
I've chugged a lot, if you can't tell.
Never done it. I don't even think I probably could.
You just gotta keep... It's one of those things, once you commit, you have to keep committing.
Yeah,
especially on a tomboy. Ooh, that was
never
rough.
done it.
14-9 over bat. What game pairs best with an IPA? Man, that's tough. It's hard to pair games. I know we drink beer while we play.
Yeah.
But an IPA.
Yeah, I like drinking IPAs when I'm outside, when it's kind of warm, when
Yes.
it's kind of steamy.
So I'm thinking like a golf game.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods. Hot Shots.
Yep.
You know.
Mario Golf.
Yeah.
Toadstool Tour.
Cool.
Boom.
I want to play some Mario Golf now. And another question from Bass Dudes. What was the first sports game you boys ever owned?
10-Yard Fight. Wow. On the NES.
I think I already brought mine up. I don't remember the name of it, but it was that baseball game on the damn PS2. And I'm so pissed at it, I still can't play it. Because it got scratched.
A second sports game I got was also on the NES. It was RBI Baseball, and that's one of my favorite baseball games ever made. Holy smokes. This is going to be quite the long video, but we got through them all. Guys, hopefully that lets you in a little bit more behind the curtain on what we do here on Gaming Off the Grid. We did not do a beer review this time because we didn't think we had time, so we just enjoyed a little Basil Hayden's bourbon.
So good.
Guys, thank you so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, like the video, let us know in the comments below. And it may be something we do a couple times a year or something like that if it's something you guys enjoy. We always appreciate you tuning in, subscribing to the channel. Thank you so very damn much
this was fun.
for all your questions. It was a good time. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid. So yours raw dogging
I'm raw dogging it.
I would just say chin up, kid. Keep working out.
Yeah, keep working out. Go to the gym.
I mean,
keep working out.
that's all from the Instagram post. You've got the Twitter post.
Yes, time to bring up the Twitter.
Time to get that Twitter.
Here we go. Okay, Twitter.
Tweet, elite.
Okay, first question.
Boys.
I just want to be pretty. I just want to be a pretty girl.
All right, here we go. Welcome to our first ever Q&A.
Wow.
We were blown away about the number of